Yeah, I got it. I got it. It's listed out with the links at the bottom. Yeah.
All right, we about to start. I think we live right now. I think we live right now.
We live?
We are
Yeah.
live. How you not tell nobody? Oh, we live.
We live.
Question mark. Are we live? Okay. All right.
We live.
LBOOGIE, can you hear me?
Grown Women Gaming Podcast with Miss Delilah HD and Miss Lady Infamous. Why don't you guys go ahead and do your introductions? Oh, wait, you know what? Today is, in case you don't know, I'm sure everyone knows though, in the Xbox community, the Xbox addict passed last week. Today is his funeral, and no matter what you thought about the guy, he was active in the community, and it's a life that was lost. So I just wanted to take a moment. If anyone wanted to say anything real quick before we take our moment, anything, ladies?
I met him last year. We shook hands. We said hi, and he seemed cool with me, and that was good enough. And he was repping Xbox to the fullest. I can't complain.
Yeah, I got to meet him as well. Rest in peace, brother. That's all I can say.
Right. So usually for military people, he was a Marine, I was Navy. We're part of the same branch, essentially. So when a member of the military passed, we usually say fair winds and following seas. So fair winds and following seas to Matt. And let's just take a moment of silence. Okay. I never know how long to do that, but
right.
Yeah, rest in peace. All right, into gaming, more cheerful. Yes. Introductions, ladies. Go ahead. Let's go ahead and start with Miss Delilah. And also this week, let's do your introduction and let them know what you've been doing this week, what you've been playing, or anything interesting.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So yeah, this is Delilah_HD on Twitter. Member of Grown Women Gaming. Also, Gameplay is King. So I'll be announcing some more details about that soon. Happy to be on the panel today, and welcome everybody. Also, just to put out there, I'm playing God of War right now. I have been trying to take my time on that game. I do not want it to end. Very, very good so far. And between that and going back and forth to Far Cry 5, that's where my time has been split. I haven't touched what was that other game? Hellblade at all because those stupid stair puzzles, but whatever.
You'll be all right.
Okay, they must be really hard. I haven't even started them.
I don't like them every time.
The puzzles was trash, man. But I want to beat this game. Right. I want to beat the game. I really do.
Right. So yeah, I will definitely. Because someone else asked me about Hellblade last week, and I'm like, yes, okay, I do plan on finishing the game, but I just don't like that experience. To me, it's a gameplay flaw. But whatever. And like I said, gameplay is king. So let's go.
All right, Miss Lady Infamous.
Well, good morning / afternoon, everyone. This is me, Lady Infamous 415, founder of Grown Women Gaming, first lady of IntermediateGaming.com, and I have been playing recently the Miramar pub map. We played that last night at Grown Women Game Night. I've been playing Dark Souls, Far Cry, Mad Max. I played the Detroit Become Human demo.
Ooh, how was that?
Juicy, girl. So juicy.
Yeah.
I have to play it. Yes, I want it. I might have to break embargo and get this game.
I want to get a PlayStation. I told myself I won't get a PlayStation until after the semester because it's going to be like a huge distraction right now with God of War. But
let me ask you a question, Infamous. Is it like a Telltale game?
It got like Telltale sprinkle, like as far as you making decisions.
Yeah.
But the difference between Telltale and Detroit Become Human is the decisions. It tells you, shows you the grid based on what your decisions you made on what your outcome could be. Versus Telltale, that it don't matter what decision you make, nothing really makes a difference. But in Detroit Become Human, it makes a difference. It really makes a difference. I try to save the Android twice, and I didn't. And I had to look back on the grid and see what I did wrong to prevent that from happening. But I can't wait. Detroit Become Human is the juicy shit out here in these streets for me.
Ooh.
Now
Ooh,
that comes out just in
next
the
month.
next
I know.
month,
Next month.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think State of Decay 2 comes out, man. It's just
Yeah, it's just a lot.
awesome.
Oh,
Ready. Let's go. I
I got
love
that
it.
on
it's
paper.
usually not this juicy before E3. We're
Right.
usually like sitting here twiddling our thumbs.
Like what to do? You know what I'm saying? But not now, because I State of Decay 2 is a I got the Game Pass, so I'm rocking with that.
Right.
That 4-player
Right.
co-op, yes. You
Four
gotta get on
player
that.
co-op, and
Yeah.
then
Yo,
like I said, I
GWG, mate.
promise I wanna get a couple of games, but like I said, I'm saving up for E3. So the games that I'm gonna get is most likely gonna get in July. But Detroit Become Human. Oh my god,
Might have the red box set.
I might red box and keep it, man. I'm telling you.
You still.
Red box, keep it.
Oh Lord, don't be telling people to do no shit like that.
They do it
About the red
anyway.
box and keep it.
They do it
Oh, my
anyway.
God. Yeah, but you're not supposed to be promoting it. That's what I'm saying. You're not supposed to be telling people.
Do you really know?
do
You really
this.
think I'm really gonna red box and keep it?
No, but it's just
No,
hilarious
no.
the way you said it, though. Just like
Right. You said it like it was,
I found a red box too the other day. I was like, "Ooh, a red box."
See,
Mm.
look, she already scoping it out.
Damn right. Damn
All
right.
right. Well, I'm LBOOGIE 0208. Same on just about everything. If it's not LBOOGIE 0208, it's Miss_LBOOGIE 0208. I've been playing lots of PUBG. The Miramar map, which is it's crazy because it's really well, I guess we'll talk about it later in the show, but PUBG, a lot of Overwatch lately. I don't know if you guys know, but they just started a new season. Just the last one just ended the other day. I'm level 25, so I'm gonna try to get a couple comp matches in there, even though I know it's like super tryhards.
yeah.
But
You talking about Overwatch? Oh yeah, you need at least 4.
yeah, and that new girl on there, she get on my damn nerves. But I found some counters for her. Who is a Prophecy? He's pretty good at he's really good at that game. So he knows like the counters for each character. So yeah. And but I guess that's it. And CHAREECE will pop in here soon, so you guys will get to say hello to her.
Shout out to CHAREECE.
Yeah.
Right. Shout out to CHAREECE. But let's go ahead and get into the topics. So the first topic is we have on the slate is for Halo coming to PC. Now I know that a lot of people not a lot of people. There were a few disgruntled, loud people on Twitter about Halo going to PC. I don't understand it at all. But we can at least talk about the fact that it's coming to PC because it looks like it's coming, right?
Right, yeah. It looks like it, just from what Phil Spencer said on Twitter. So yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you start, Delilah, because you know about what this is and what's happening. So I'll let you go ahead and take that on.
Yeah, sure. So this kind of also bleeds into our next topic with El Dorado, how they created a mod for Halo, what was it, Halo 3 for Russia, that was people that can access that game from over in the States. So people have been able to play Halo 3 essentially on PC. And so Microsoft, Phil Spencer posted up that he wants to bring Halo essentially to the PC platform. And as Boogie said, some people are, cool. I'm cool with the idea personally. Some people have been upset about it because, they feel that it takes away from Xbox's identity as being like the premier Halo console. What people don't remember is the fact that Halo 2 also released on PC, and so did the original Halo released on PC. At the time, it was, they weren't that popular. So it didn't do numbers as, definitely not as much as console. I think right now it's a different time, and I think that Halo is prime for PC at this point. The only thing I worry about is just like with any other game that also has PC compatibility is, hackers and modders and things like that able to exploit the game. That's the only thing I worry about. And so as a console player, if I'm able to turn that feature off, I'm good. I have no qualms with Halo coming to PC at all. And I feel like the El Dorado team that made the mod to bring Halo 3 to the PC. I think that Microsoft is kind of interested in working with them to keep that community going or to make it transition into what Microsoft is actually want to do with the game. But we're more on that will have to be come to fruition. I just don't know the 100% like all the details there.
Right.
So.
And we probably will never know all the details, but
right. And so another problem is that there was like I don't necessarily say a cease and desist, but there was like a copyright notice sent to them saying that you are copyright infringing on the fact that Microsoft owns the platform. I don't know if they're charging for the mod. I think it's free though. I'm not certain, but it's the fact that you're using a premier Microsoft IP for something that's not a Microsoft product. And I think that's the only problem that Microsoft has. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a business for them. They make money on Halo. They want to continue to make money on Halo.
Right.
That's really all it is.
Yeah. And I don't know. I saw a few people were, I guess, saying, like, why are they attacking the other company? But you have to do that if you have a copyright or what do you call them? I don't know why I'm losing my train of thought, but basically, if you have rights to any type of like IP or anything like that, anything, an invention you made, if you don't protect your right, then you basically are giving it up. So you have to continuously protect your right to that product, or then otherwise they'll lose it. So it's not a matter of Microsoft being a bully or anything like that. What about you, lady? Any thoughts?
I do have thoughts. Like I said, people, it's a business with these gaming companies, and the more that I learn about the gaming company, the more business oriented it becomes to me. Mm-hmm. Because a few years ago, it was the love and the heart of the game. I didn't really, years ago, I didn't care about the graphics or the resolution or the frame rate or people who's getting hired or fired. But now for me, I see it with a different set of eyes. Yes, it's a good thing that Halo's going to PC. It will open up a new set of audiences that don't own an Xbox, but want to enjoy that want to enjoy Halo series on PC, or people that love the Xbox that just can't stand being on a console, and they also can be able to play Halo on PC. Excuse me. But like Delilah said, my issue is with the modders. When GTA hit the PC streets, the mods was in full force. You had they had hack lobbies up the wazoo for the PC, and then you had some that was sprinkled down to the console. And I don't want the hackers and the extreme modders and the cheaters to hinder their people's experience in Halo on PC, because it could be somebody's first time playing that game and get crossed up with a cheater or a modder and get like discouraged in this game, and it's not even Microsoft's fault with putting that on PC. Is people are mean like that. I personally don't have a PC, and I got the laptop. It's not running to play nothing but solitaire. but I do. If you have that power, like the power that you need to play Halo on PC, just try it out. I mean, try the keyboard and mouse, or if you really like that, just try it with the controller and just make the experience the best as possible.
Well, I know that I never used this feature on Gears of War, but I heard that you're able to turn that off, the feature to include PC players in your game. Because
every game.
Right, so it should be on every game, because it should be on Sea of Thieves and any game that's going to be play anywhere. It should be a feature. Like, they need to incorporate that into every game, because unfortunately there are some bad apples. So you got to take measures to protect the people who aren't bad apples,
Oh yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. Yeah, because I mean, we all remember, we talked about this last week, or I'm sorry, a couple weeks ago, about Sea of Thieves and how it got hacked, and people were able to like do automatic headshots, see through like walls and stuff like that, see health bars. It was insane. And so if Microsoft can allow the gamers to be like, okay, I only want to play with console people, because to me that's a problem. Because PC is always going to have an advantage if it's gonna be like that, because whether they're using mods or not, or whether they explain the game or not, it's like keyboard and mouse is just better than using it with the controller. The lag time, the time it takes for you to move your mouse versus using the analog sticks on the controller is night and day difference. And so I just hope that that's something that should be automatic with Game Pass, that you can just even select it from like an internal setting on your Xbox, and it does it for all games. I think that would be fantastic. So if Mike Ybarra, anybody who listens, who's part of the Xbox platform team, make it so that it's a global setting that you can set, just like how we can set a global setting for our controllers for inverting the the analog stick, the left analog stick. You can set that as a global setting. You can do like for the Elite, how it has its own controller settings.
Right.
I want same difference. I want it to be just like that. So we'll see what happens.
In the chat, Dakota says, just hope competitive Halo stays on console. Now, I agree, but I also think maybe they should have both too.
Yeah. You're talking about
Halo competitive on console, Halo competitive on PC. Still have them separate. But it would also be nice to see the competitive sector on PC, because it is a totally different dynamic. You know what I mean? It's it might be a faster pace than what we see on the competitive on Halo on console. I just think it might be interesting to see.
Yeah.
But
so you're saying like have a console bracket and a PC bracket, pretty much?
Right. Basically, yeah. Because it's all just more. More for us, like. More goodies for us to enjoy, Yeah,
I don't understand the negative side of all of this. I mean, because I guess it's because either do Xbox gamers feel that, the audience is being split if PC is involved in getting a port? Like, I don't understand. You know what I mean? Why this is being negatively...
Would it be cross-play?
That's the thing. That's what we're arguing against.
They would allow crossplay, but see, in Gears 4, you're able to turn it off. So you're able to choose if you want to get into a server with crossplay or not. So as long as you're able to choose, then to me, I'm all good. And then someone was asking about competitive, or saying that competitive should stay on console. But yeah,
I agree. I think the Halo been famous for their competitive circuit through the console. I personally didn't see any that was on PC, but that might deter that when it goes to PC.
Yeah, see, how does the Forza Championship League go? Like, do they use all console or do they use PC and console?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because I know they do that. I know Gears also has a league. So Halo is the only one that's missing in it. So Gears has been fine with going to PC. Forza's been fine with going to PC. So to me, Halo is no different. Like, it's a big franchise. Right. Of course, it's the identity of Xbox. But like I said, when we started this topic, Halo 1 was on PC. Halo 2 was on PC. It didn't do anything to hurt the game. Right. It only helped the game. You know what I mean?
And in the grand reality, it's a small portion of people who don't want it. And what it does is it helps the PC players to have more of a population to play with.
Yeah. Absolutely.
For the most part, people don't care to play with PC players. I mean, if you're cheaters, you just move to another server and then come back later. But I don't know. People, you gotta put your blinders up sometimes on Twitter. Yeah. But let's go to the next topic. Don't want to beat a dead horse. Let's talk about Destiny's new expansion. Oh my God, ladies. Listen to that disdain.
You're gonna have to elaborate on this, because I couldn't even.
Okay. So basically they had like a little reveal about their new expansion, which is, first I was hopeful when CHAREECE first sent it to us, and the cinematic trailer that they put was awesome. But then when you actually look at where the map is taking you to again, it looks like it's taking us back to the same Destiny 1 map with Warframe.
They're reusing assets.
Yeah, I'm like, I was like all good to go as long as we were going to be seeing different stuff. But I don't want to see the same stuff. Stop selling me the same shit with different skins on it. Like, come on, stop that. We don't want it. We're not responding to it.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about this.
Ready. Okay, I'm almost there. But I don't understand how they think they're going to continue to be successful by reskinning and using the same maps over and over. People have already gotten hip to this. They don't want it. And you keep saying we're changing the game, we're listening to you, but this is not listening to us. So, but I'll let Lady hop in because she's really ready. Go ahead.
Yo, check this out. I wasn't even on Destiny 1. You know what I mean? I believed in Destiny 2. I rooted for Destiny 2. And they gave me this crap. No, thank you. I'm going to play it to get my achievements and do some gameplay on it. But it's going to be on the back of the catalog with the garbage games that needs to be. I don't appreciate that I spent $100, and I'm gonna keep saying it because it's $100, and it's gonna be more money for the people who bought the game for $60 to get bullshit content. Who you trying to out hustle? Who you trying to out pimp? I mean, you could do that with the little kids out here with their moms and dads, or the kids that don't know any better. But for me, Lady Infamous, man, look, I was looking for a Call of Duty fix because I know down the road it ain't gonna happen for Call of Duty, but Destiny is not the way to go. It is really not the way to go. I do not want to invest my money on some recycled content. It's just not me. It's not in my blood. How am I gonna go spend cash money on some used shoes? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Recycled shoes. You know what I mean? Or a recycled shirt or recycled anything. You know? Yeah. So
my question is now: how much is it going to cost? Is it going to be free for people who got the
Yeah, if anybody got the expansion pack in the beginning when the game first came out, like Lady and I did, then it's included. If not, then it's a part of their $30 2 expansion deal, or I think it's like $15 or $20 or some crazy crap like that for 20. Dakota says 20 just for the one, so it's like 30 for both expansions and 20 for
another
each.
Cash grab, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, like I said before, like I became skeptical when I found out that expansion 1 and 2 were already in the original game. You know what I mean? Because that's the same MO they did for the first one. Expansion 1 and 2 were in the game, and they were the worst expansions. They didn't get a good expansion until they did the Taken King, which was totally separate. So I don't know. I think they're just trying to like inch by, if you will, like try to just keep the game going as long as they can. But they're not going to get good reviews if this is the same stuff we did on the first Destiny. People are going to be upset. Like,
yeah.
That's all right. They done got me. So they.
And the thing is, the cinematic trailers look awesome. It makes you think, "Oh, this is gonna be awesome."
Like, come on. Gameplay though, Destiny's gameplay is sweet though. Like the way it feels, but it's like the content is what kills it. That's the only thing. It's like they got that. It feels like Halo, so they got that smooth, with the controller. Like everything's on point there. Like when you going through your abilities and things like that, it's great. But this content, man, they need to. I don't know, man. I feel like
Osiris is trash. You right?
Yeah, and that's why I'll go back and play because the gameplay, like you said, is smooth as butter. Mm-hmm. But it's like, okay, I'm just going through the motions, and then I'm gonna be done with it. So I'm gonna play it for like 3 or 4 days, and then be done with it. I'm putting it down. You know, I'm not gonna keep grinding.
Destiny has a problem of like they'll never have enough content to satisfy people. Because that's what it feels like. It's like no matter what they do, whatever they bring out with, it's never going to be enough content to keep up with gamers. Because we fly through stuff. We fly through it. You know, take us. Well, they can estimate. Should take gamers 20 hours. It take us 2 or 3.
Right. So my biggest thing is that it's not new content. You're refurbishing old content, which to me then is really like all I want to do is do like 2 or 3 days and then I'm done. Now, if it's something new and then I have I feel like I want to explore the map and see where things are, it's totally different. But if you know that you're going to the same spot that you've gone to 100 times already, it's just like, why?
It's not enough. It would, and I feel like it never will be enough because the amount of time it takes to build out 3D assets, you know, it takes a long time for that. And so for them to try to differentiate, I don't know, because it trips me out. People say that, but then they play, like for instance, PUBG, the same map over and over and over, and then they finally release a new map, and that's one map though. You see, same thing with Fortnite.
Right.
You got that one map, and it's like okay, cool, I see that, and that's the same content over and over. But then Destiny, they do the same thing with the same content over and over, and it's just not good enough. You see what I'm saying? It's not. It's because it's a different experience. I get it. You know what I mean? But it's not good enough.
I think you look at something like Monster Hunter World, which I think is on the same type of leveling system. Because if you think about PUBG and Fortnite, there's no real leveling system the same as, it's not on the same level, you know what I mean, as Destiny and like Monster Hunter World. But when you look at Monster Hunter World, look at like, they just announced you can do Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
You can get that stuff.
Monster Hunter World is killing. They killing it.
They're showing everyone what you need to do.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just Monster Hunter World's system. Like they nailed that. I feel every time I play that game, I can jump in right now and not feel lost. You see what I'm saying? I know exactly what I need to do. I've learned the UI, so I know what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know what monsters I need to go attack. They keep track of everything. I think that's the problem with Destiny, is like they don't have that same structure. So when I jump in, I'm like, okay, where I gotta go? Okay, who I gotta talk to? Okay, this person's now open for me to talk to. It's like you just can't run up to the same person and talk to them. Something changes and stuff like that.
And to be fair, Monster Hunter World has had like 5 games.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is true.
So they kind of know what to do. But you, I don't know. I'll play Destiny 2's new expansion because I have it. But I don't know. It just remains to be seen, I guess. You know.
What if it's really good though? Like, what if they release it and you guys play it? And
I have something else to play all the time.
Yeah.
I will eat my words on this particular expansion, but when you have a bad track record already, it don't look good.
You have to eat a bowl of mayonnaise.
Oh my goodness, warm.
Ugh.
Come on now.
That's gross. Why would you take it there? Took an extra step.
Yeah,
I know.
She kind of went left.
Because I said it was warm, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like
that makes it worse.
Right.
Yeah. No.
Okay. All right. So the next thing, Microsoft announced that them and Discord will be working together. What do you guys think about that? Like, what possibilities do you think there will be for Discord being attached to your dashboard on Xbox?
I think personally, I think it's a great idea. I think this is more of a target for PC gamers once again.
Really?
Because I've used Discord. I've used Discord in the past. I mean, we used to use it for our podcast. We used to use it for like chats and podcasts, stuff like that. And it's a great structure. They got it down to a T in regards to like keeping communities together for a certain thing. So it's good for that. And I think this is, PC gamers, if they're not on Xbox Live or they're not using the Steam, I know Steam has their own too. I can't remember what it's called, but then they're on Discord, and Discord is being every year is getting more popular and more popular and more popular. Yeah. And a lot of even companies and corporations have been using Discord to promote their own products and things like that. So making this compatible with Xbox is just a next step, in regards to trying to grab that PC market. Because think about it, Discord was all on PC prior to going to any console. And so this is just Microsoft getting it first. So that's how I look at it.
What about you, lady?
I do use Discord a lot. I dibble dabble, in chats and stuff and interact with folks. For that to be intertwined with Mixer could be good. We don't know the full gist of it yet, but it's a gears towards PC. And like when you say the word PC, there's only so much I can say. But for consoles, it'll be good to go on my dashboard and hit up my Discord instead of going on my phone or going on my computer and reach out. It's just another form of communication, another form of a business merger as well. There could be a lot of business opportunities that can become of this. And I can't wait to see what they come up with.
So wait, let me ask you something.
I don't think it's PC oriented, but
really
go ahead.
Because sometimes go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. So is this a full acquisition or is it just them
No,
partnering?
it's
Okay.
just a
I was
partnering.
about to go get me some more stock, boy.
You stupid. It's a
Yeah, no,
partner.
I don't think that it's a full acquisition. I know that they tried. A lot of people were trying to buy Discord before, and they would not sell because they probably knew that they had something special, so they held off. And now, if anyone wants to acquire them, it's probably going to be a hefty penny this time around. But I don't think that it's necessarily a PC focused thing. I think that it's more of a streamer and community focused thing. Um, I don't know if anybody ever uses the Xbox clubs, but if you do, you know that it's like very limited.
Yep.
And the name of the game in the software industry is if you can't make it, buy the software from someone who has
Can't beat
perfected
them,
it.
join them.
So yeah, that's essentially what they're doing.
Yeah.
So like with Mixer, they didn't have their own software to make their own Mixer, so they bought Mixer. They don't have good enough software for clubs, so they're partnering with Discord. And I think the integration will be great for streamers and anyone who has a little community within Xbox or any platform, because you're able to keep up to date, and because it'll be on my dashboard, I can just automatically post directly, to there and add pictures and GIFs and everything else, because I know that you can't do that on the clubs, which keeps it very limited, which I think is why it's not really taking off.
Right. I just hope that the integration, I know Microsoft, it's going to be fire in regards to integration with Discord, hopefully. Because usually when they do something like this, just like when they brought Mixer on, they fully integrated it. You know what I mean? So hopefully with Discord, I know Discord is able to have like their own streaming plugins and bots and stuff like that too. So hopefully all that stuff would come along with it. I don't know if it's just bare bones or
doing
not.
A podcast straight from our console,
right? Like that's. I mean, I feel like that's where it's going. I mean, we could technically do that now with Mixer. We could all just be like, let's jump on Mixer and let's play our games and then just talk about the industry. I mean, we could do that if we wanted to. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's one of those things to where if it's fully integrated, especially with the co-streaming, and man, I think they're gonna kill this, because this is right up their alley, especially like with Mixer and stuff. So.
All right. Well, I see that Fozzie has lots of questions, but we'll have questions at the end. I don't want to keep stopping to answer questions, but make sure you keep the questions you do have for the end so that we can actually have some questions to answer. All right. The next topic, which is my favorite series of all times, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, released a trailer, released their dates, released their different packages that they're going to sell, and it's coming in September, and I'm so ready for this game.
Me too. I absolutely. You guys know me. When I play a game, I spread it out. I try to soak up every minute. That's why it's taking me so long to beat God of War. That's why it's taking me so long to beat Far Cry. But when it comes to Tomb Raider, though, man, I can't. It's hard to put the game down.
You eat it like cake.
It's hard to put it down.
This cake.
Exactly. I absolutely love the reboot. Oh my goodness! I mean, just what she's going through. I mean, you could feel the maturation. Like it's dope. And so I can't wait to play this game. I haven't picked it up on pre-order yet. They already said that you can pre-order, which I think is weird, as the game come out in September. But hopefully at E3, if it's playable there, you ladies will have to check it out.
It's going to be playable.
It has to be. It has to be.
Man. So man.
The line's going to be large though. I don't know though, because a lot of the male community is not that keen on Tomb Raider.
Man, they lying. They probably low key play that game. I'm telling you, it's no way. It's no way
that loves that game. So
the way that game sells and the amount of people that talk about that game, there's no way that only females are playing that game.
Well, I know that only females don't play the game, but I think that they don't get hyped about her like they do about God of War or Uncharted. Like,
Yeah. I mean, which I think is sad because Laura Croft, Tomb Raider started it all. You know what I mean? That
Right.
whole Indiana
You know,
Jones and yeah. Oh my goodness, dude. And the way they did the last couple games, it's impossible not to be excited. If you played and beat those games, and especially with the way the last game ended on that cliffhanger, I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what happens next.
The Aztec or Mayan setting. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm so looking forward to that.
It was already a pretty dark game, and they make it even darker.
Right.
Like it's gonna be sick.
I think that back in the days, Laura Croft, a lot of dudes used to play her because all the boobs, and she would go to tombs and raid them. But this Laura Croft is more refined,
toned down,
more toned down, more character focused, story driven, which I cannot wait. I might just have to pick up and play the old version just to get caught up so I can play the new one. But that trailer looks good.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely want to play the last one before.
You guys beat the last game, right?
Yeah, I did. But I beat it fast as hell.
So after the credits, did you wait after the credits?
Yes.
I didn't beat the last game.
Yeah, beat the last game. Definitely beat the last game. It's better than good. That game is great. That game, I hate that it got overshadowed by a bunch of other games that came out that year because it was fantastic. I think it got a bad rep for being limited exclusively on Xbox.
Right.
And I think that just made people turn their nose up to the game. Like, they had like a little stench with it. But man, that game was fantastic. Gameplay wise, story wise, everything about that game was fantastic. So that was like, I wouldn't necessarily say it was my game of the year that year, but it was very close. Very, very close to being my game of the year when that game dropped. It was dope. It was dope. It was a lot of other good games that came out right around that same time. And so
yeah, they said go ahead.
I was just gonna say I saw that they announced that the end game for Tomb Raider will have co-op availability. So
yes,
that'll be pretty cool too.
What? Because none of the last one didn't have like multiplayer, right? The first one had multiplayer.
Had a weird the
first multiplayer on the first Tomb Raider.
Yeah, and
it was weird, but it was fun. It was kind of fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the second one had like this. It had like challenges. Like you can play the game and then compare your progress and challenges to your friends and stuff like that. And that was like the online component. And you can also get like these little crates and stuff like that to improve your character. And then they had a survival mode, which is kind of sick because you can literally play the game and like die in the snow for not getting resources and stuff like that. So I thought that was dope. And they had a lot of good DLC for the last release too, for Rise of the Tomb Raider. The one about when she was like with her dad and in the mansion and stuff like that. I need to go back and play a couple of those. I think I'm missing like one of them. I have to go back. They give me a reason to put that game back in before the new one come out. But I am super.
Yeah, they gave it out for free, right? Or is it in Game
Pass? They did. That was a one they gave out for free. It was the one with the mansion. Yeah, her dad. Like supposed to go back and find out some more details about what happened.
Mm-hmm. I know. I'm definitely getting the collector's edition.
You really?
Because they get like a little model. They got like a statue.
Okay, I'll tell you what is in the collector's edition for $200. Okay, it comes with the season pass, a new adventure every month, 7 tombs with narrative side missions, 7 times the weapons, the outfits, and the skills. It comes with the base game. It comes with the original game soundtrack. It comes with 3 additional weapons and outfits, a flashlight, a bottle opener that looks like the ratchet that she used to like climb stuff with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Her climbing axe.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
And it comes with a statue.
Yes.
The statue looks really good.
The statue. That's what
Did you see the statue? The statue looks bomb.
Yeah.
Like the other statues looked okay, but this one looks really good. Yeah. So I'm pretty I'm pretty excited for this collector's edition. I need to go order it today.
Yeah, because I mean, did you guys see the screenshots too? Like this game looks fantastic. I can't wait.
Oh my god. That part where she's in like the Day of the Dead-esque market.
Yeah.
I was just like, goodness. Oh my god. I was like, oh my god, please port me into this game now.
Right. You know what I mean? Oh. It just shocks me because the previous game came out what 2 years ago? What was it? 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that's more than enough time to make a decent game. So I know it's got to be a lot in this game.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And what they seem to be doing is right after the last game, they keep a few people to do updates and stuff like that. and then the bulk of the team moves on to start making the next game.
Well,
right?
I'm very excited for the game. I'm not. If I do get the game, it won't be the $200 version. I tell you that much. But I will get the game because you got to at least support the game that has a female lead because ain't that much of it around.
Yeah. Right.
So, and for us, well, let me speak for me. For me, that's a good look. For me, you got to support it. And Lara Croft is a icon. Icon.
Badass.
Exactly. Yeah. And Square Enix got them one. They got them one. That's a great IP, man. They knew what they were doing. Cause I think Eidos like owned it prior to Square Enix acquiring it. So, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So I can't wait.
I remember being scared playing Tomb Raider on the PC. Because remember they used to have like wild things, like they would have huge snakes that were like taller than you that would pop out and stuff like that. And
supernatural, like supernatural stuff.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see the supernatural aspect of this one because if you remember the first game, the reboot had supernatural aspect.
Yeah, it did.
This one the second one kind of had one, not as big as the first one. Yeah. But I'm thinking that with the Mayan Aztec type deal, we might get to see some like Aztec animals come to life and come after you type of thing. That'd be cool. Yeah. All right.
So September 14th.
Yeah, September 14th. Y'all better be on it.
Yes.
Go get it. And once I'm done with the game in a week, I'll be down to do co-op with anyone.
You want to give yourself a week?
Yo, last time I got done in a week.
Oh, really?
I played that game like hours on hours. I know I missed homework assignments. I was just like engrossed in that game, and I definitely probably need to play it again and take my time because it was just like I couldn't get enough of it. You know, it's like
it's that game is
like you said, it's like you get greedy with it. Just give it to me.
So much to do in that game, like and you feel like you progress. So like in the way the pacing is done really well, so you feel like you get to a new area, you get a new weapon, you do something different. Like they did a fantastic job, and because the first game wasn't as open as the second game. And so you're able to even in the second game, like do a little bit of backtracking, go back and find stuff that you missed. And you can skip some of the side quests and do main quests. Like they did a really fantastic job of making it open. I just hope that the Shadow of the Tomb Raider is just as open and they kept that aspect from the second game, which I think they will because I love that. So. And then they're adding co-op to it. Oh man, yes.
But I don't think co-op is in the main story because, it's still a single player game, they want you to do that by yourself. But then it might be a combo of what the last one was, where you had those challenges at the end, but then you get to do them with co-op.
Yeah.
Or maybe an expansion that introduced co-op.
Yeah. Either way, what you just read before. It says that we're going to be getting monthly stories. So
that's the thing.
Interesting.
Is it now? That's what I'm saying. Is the game broken up into chunks, or is it you're getting the full game and then you get an extra? Like that's
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me go back. It says that it has like every month you get an adventure.
Okay.
Quote unquote. So
maybe they broken the DLC down in the chunks, and then I just hope the base game
is got to figure out how to make a single player game last longer. You know what I mean? So even with God of War, there's end game in God of War. There's probably never been end game in God of War.
Yeah, good point.
But they're trying to make these first player games last longer, which is hard to do because, multiplayer is just one of those things that you're able to keep. But maybe with the integration of co-op, that's what they're trying to, keep the game.
I think it's a fantastic idea because I really wish that Quantum Break had a horde mode because I love the gameplay in that game, like the abilities and stuff like that. And so after I beat the game and I'm even on my second playthrough, like I just kept wondering, like, dang, I just want to fight the bosses over and over. Just like I just want to fight the enemies over and over. I would love a horde mode and then throw some multiplayer in there.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what's hilarious to me is that they talk about God of War and the new the robot game that for PS4. What is it?
The robot game. I don't know.
You know, the one that what's the name just said that she was playing. Lady just said that she was playing the Detroit.
Oh,
Become
Detroit.
Human.
Yeah, Detroit Become Human.
They both look cinematically very similar to Quantum Break.
Yeah.
Like they
Graphically,
talked
yeah.
mad crap about Quantum Break, but I've noticed that a lot of games are taking on that same very very cinematic, more
camera
cinematic.
angle.
Yeah,
high
right.
value.
Like filming like a TV show, you know?
Yeah, because even Hellblade is like that, you know. So yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right, and so I mean, that's the template right now. That's what the industry is doing right now. It's great. I like games like that. I mean, I think they're fantastic if they're done right. And Quantum Breaks for me though, the gameplay for me was just awesome. You know what I mean? Those abilities, I felt like by the end of the game, I felt like a superhero. Like I felt like I could nothing destroy me. Like I was just that powerful. And they did some things with time I had never seen in a game, like ever. You know what I mean? The whole part where you put that little transparent bubble around you, and they start shooting bullets at you, and then you can take the bullets and throw them back at people. I'm like, I feel like a god. I feel like a straight god in that game. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't it be awesome if the same people that made Quantum Break made a Mad Max? I mean, not Mad Max. What's the other one? The one with the cop. Oh, why I can't remember.
The one with
he was able to stop time.
You talking about they the one they talking about Max Payne.
Payne.
They were the one that created Max Payne, and so that's why it was perfect for them.
Oh, there you go. Break. Yeah.
And so
they need to do another Max Payne though. I love Max Payne.
They the one did the first to do the bullet time stuff. Like they did that, and so
that makes more sense. Yeah.
Right. So when they did Quantum Break and that whole speed ability that you can do, where he runs behind the enemies and stuff like that. And it's the bullets still coming, like they shoot at you, but the bullets, that junk's crazy. Like it kills me when people like downplay Quantum Break, and it's like, dude, that game showed me things that I ain't ever seen in a game before.
Dang,
and so,
I think if it was called Max Payne and had Max Payne as the hero, they probably would have done a lot better.
Probably, but Microsoft wanted to own the IP. Because that's a whole other story. But
that's essentially what they did with Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn wasn't supposed to be the way it was. It was supposed to be a totally different game, but then they were just like, let's change the main character and ship this out. And same with God of War. You think God of War started out as God of War? It probably started out as another game.
Yeah,
and they're like, well, let's make it God of War. Put Kratos in here.
I really think that God, because I'm playing God of War right now, and I feel like the game was supposed to be a Thor game. Like, just because the way the abilities that he has, it seems very Thor-esque. Like, it took a lot of inspiration from Thor, and made him just super aggressive like Kratos, because Kratos is a very aggressive character. And so he has Thor-like abilities. Like you do, like the whole throughout the entire game, you're doing like, I'm throwing my axe and it just comes back to you, but you got to press the button for it to come back to you, and you can do your combos around that, which is fantastic. But you feel like, it feels like Thor to me, except that he can't fly. You know what I mean? He can't
and that's probably how it got presented. And someone probably already had a lot of the assets ready. And then they're like, you know how this game will sell is if we put Kratos in it. That's how it got to work. Because what I've heard from everyone who's played it is that it's not like other God of Wars. It's a great game. It's just not. It's like it could be its own. It could be its own game.
It could. If you could take Thor, not listen to me, Thor. See what I'm saying? If you take God of War, Kratos in the game, and you take the skin off of him and throw a different skin onto him as Thor, it'd be a fantastic Thor game. Like,
right? But people wouldn't go out to buy it off GP.
Obviously not. They'd be like, okay, what the heck is this? This might be another movie to game translation that sucks, because people have their own stigmas associated.
And that sucks too. Is that people complain about not having new IP, but then when new IP comes out, people are so skeptical about it. They don't put into it. They don't buy into it. So then we got to keep getting the same shit reskinned. Yeah. Just to be able to play new stuff.
Like Destiny.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Hope you guys make sure you tell people.
It's good. It's a
good
game.
It looks great.
Game. Yeah. So. Because so far, I mean, the gameplay is really good. You feel like you're progressing in the game. Your son, like, you would think he starts off like you think in the typical, like he's a brat, but he's actually a heck of a companion. Like, he helps you. which is weird because Kratos is a god, but his son hell is weird. Like, cause you feel like this little boy can't do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? Because because you're a god. So how in the world can this little boy help? But then
Right.
obviously he's your son, so he has some ability too. And it's the way they did that is really really cool. And I don't want to spoil the game, but it's fun. It has a lot of cinematic moments. The boss fights are very, very well orchestrated because a lot of it's not full blown gameplay, so they really well orchestrated. So you're watching it like 50% of the time you have in the fight, because they do
Right.
these fantastic transitions between gameplay and quick time type of events. Like the translations are so smooth. Like sometimes you forget that you can control the character. Is so well done. Like you transition between animation full blown movie like thing to the gameplay like seamless. They did a fantastic job with that. But it's still a fun game. It's got some crazy puzzles. It's like they took qualities from like Zelda. To me, it reminds me so much of like Darksiders, and the Darksiders series get a lot of not enough credit in my opinion, but that's like another Zelda clone. But they took a lot of elements from Darksiders with the executions and stuff like that, and puzzles, and
I heard the executions are like super crazy.
Yes, they're insane. And then but the only thing I have my own gripe with the executions is by the fact that they happen a lot, like over and over again. So you see the same execution like a lot of times if you keep doing them. So I find myself just doing like a couple and then not doing them because I can't seeing the same animation over and over. You know what I mean? Right. So that's a knock on it because it's like, okay, I'm fighting a different enemy, but the animation is the same. So I feel like they got a little bit lazy on that part. And also like a couple of the fights, like the major fights, I'm pretty sure you guys can remember this, but you remember back on what was it, Halo 5 when you were fighting that boss over and over again, the same boss, like over and over, like you'll get somewhere and then you got to fight that guy. He leaves and you got to fight him again. Well, something like that happens in God of War where you're fighting the same troll over and over and he's just in different colors. And I'm like, okay, I'm tired of fighting the same troll. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't want to fight him. Like, are you serious? Like,
yeah, and I think the industry has just become, the clientele, I guess I would say, has evolved, has become different. And developers need to realize that we're a smarter, more in tune community now. The same things you could do before, like way back in the day, where you would just change the skins of levels. It's not satisfying anymore. We're hip to that. We know what that is, and it's boring now to us. So you're gonna have to reinvent, which sadly probably means more money, which means games have been the same price though for like 10 years. So
and like another gripe I got too with the game is and then this is the thing, and this is why I don't ever believe into like the hype that comes early when the game first drops, because this is why I feel like you have to play it yourself. Right. Because one thing that pulls the game way down for me is this is definitely a gameplay tactic that developers use to slow the game down if you can beat the game quickly. It's like they make it so that you have to do something that's really long and drawn out. Like, for instance, those boat rides. You have so many different boat rides to different areas on the map. And they take so long. Like, they're so slow and gradual. Wow. So it lengthens the game. Right.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Like, they make travel time. They make it so that you have to walk everywhere.
Like, sometimes, when they're talking, like, he slows down. So the game really can take you, let's say 8 hours to beat, gonna take you like 20 because of all this other stuff filler they threw in to kind of lengthen the game. So Kratos gets in the boat with his kid or whatever when you get to that part, and like, well, that part is a lot to that part, but whatever. And so he tells stories and stuff like that to his kid to make that time pass by, but it still irritates me. It's like, okay, I like the story's cool and all, but then I zone out because I'm looking at something in the distance. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to get over there to go try to find an item or something. So I don't really care about the story. You know what I mean? It's like that he's telling his kid.
Who you brought just a little bit.
I'm sorry. On the boat ride. You know what I mean? So it's interesting. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not gonna spoil any more about the game. Sorry if that was a spoiler, but
you gave me half the game, girl. Like 20 minutes.
I'm sorry.
I'm
But
just joking. I'm just joking.
I got my own gripes, you know what I mean? And like I said, I really look at games for what they are and what they're able to bring to the table. And so, like I said, God of War is fantastic, but it has its flaws. And so when people come at me about it being perfect, it's not. You know, don't try to force me to think it's perfect when I can easily see the problems with the game. Anybody can see it if you're looking.
I listened to who was it, Randolph Thor, and he was saying, you know, like, I understand his argument of why use a scale of 1 to 10 if you can never use 10 unless it's perfect, because you'll never get a perfect game. But I don't think you should just give a game a 10 out of 10 willy-nilly. You know what I mean? I think the game is great, but I think a 9 is probably more apt to a game, because I think when you say 10 out of 10, I mean, you got to be so close to perfect.
Yeah.
That to me, I mean, obviously you're not going to get too perfect, but you got to be like right there on the cusp of perfect to be a 10. And
so I know I got in trouble for like my people started getting on me about like
you got in trouble
because I gave the game. I was at the time when I was playing the game. I had put like 8 hours into the game before I did this. By the way, 8 hours now. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
That's enough time.
Enough time. Yes, right.
And I said the game was like I said it was a 8.5. I said it's like an 8.5 to me right now. Don't at me. Like, don't say nothing to me because this is my.
I remember you saying that.
You know what I mean? This is my opinion. This is what I think. So I got, you know, of course, All Day Digital jumped in there. It's like, yo, you need to play the game longer. I muted him because I'm like, I don't feel like going back and forth with you. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm like, dude, okay, I'm going to finish playing the game. And of course, yes, the game opened up. But remember that boat ride stuff I told you about? That's what happens. So it's like, okay, my score still stands. And I look at like 8.5 is still a fantastic score. So I don't understand, you know, why I got so much backlash about an 8.5. Like,
like 8.5 is a great score.
That's right.
Like, I think, what is it? Sea of Thieves has like a 69 right now.
Right.
On Metacritic. So it's like, and I still, you know, I personally love Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I know it's not for everybody.
Right.
But, you know, it's like, how do you get so triggered? Because it's not exactly what you want, which you want to tell everyone, you know what? The sun does not rise and set on your ass.
Right. That's true.
Everything is not built specifically for you. I mean, do you not understand that?
Yeah. And see, you gotta think about it. Like, I've been playing these type of games for years. That's my favorite genre. I love adventure games. I love Metroidvania games. This is my bread and butter right here. Like, these type of games, adventure games, Darksiders, Zelda. So I know these type of games. And so what Santa Monica did is they took that formula and they just added a ton of production value to it, put a bunch of filler in there. They threw a fantastic. The story is amazing so far. Amazing. It's a gorgeous game. Like I said, the production is top notch. But like I always say, gameplay is king. So if things feel redundant to me, and if something feels like a little bit out like as if it was forced in or just lazy to me, I feel that. You know what I mean? Like, I absolutely feel that because this is what the genre I play in. So
I can only when it comes to that game, I do not own the game, so I can't really, you know, put a number on the game on how it looks. All I can do is do it based on you know, on what my comrades feel about the game. And 9 out of 10 times, that game, I had nothing but good comments about the game. Yeah, but the majority of the people that play the game say it's not perfect. It is not a 10, but it's not a bad game neither. You feel me?
It's definitely not. It's a very good game. I recommend I mean, if I didn't like the game, I wouldn't even recommend the game. I definitely recommend the game. I think it's a game that everybody should play. It's a lot of fun that could be had in that game. I'm trying to milk it because, like, I'm scared to finish it. You know,
really?
I really want it to last. You know, and I feel myself getting like I'm progressing and I'm seeing, you know, the story unfold and stuff like that. So I'm scared I'm getting closer to the end, but I don't want it to end because it's just that fun of a game. It's a fun game, and to me, that's all that should matter, whether a game is fun or not. Like, we just get so caught in like little details, 60 frames and bits and bytes and you know, things like that, to where we forget about the actual fun in a game. This is why Sea of Thieves is going to do well, because it's fun. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Whether I like the game or not, if it's fun, then play it. Like that's how
it don't matter how I look or how the frame rate is. Don't
Mhm.
care about if someone else tell you that you played a trash game, because people tell me all the time when I pop in Call of Duty. They be like, "Oh, you playing that trash ass game?" I'm like, I don't care. I still like
Right.
it. Even though they camp in the corners, I still like it.
Like
So-
I used this analogy last episode. I was like, if I like to play a game about unicorns that jump over manholes, and I love that game, it shouldn't matter to nobody. Like that's what I like to play. And, I shouldn't get a bunch of hate on Twitter. My timeline shouldn't get cancer because of the fact that I like something. I like Recore. Make it known. It is what it is. I don't care what anybody else think about that game. I know I love the game. I see the good in that game, and I see what the development team was trying to do with the game. That game has a huge amount of potential, and I really hope that Microsoft makes a sequel to that game. I'm lobbying for it. Everybody knows I'm lobbying for a sequel. It is what it is. I need y'all vote. You know what I'm saying? Go to Xbox user group, vote for that game. I'm just saying. Shameless plug, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, like what you like, play what you like in a story. Don't let people deter you from that.
It's okay. I feel you. I feel you, girl. I feel your passion. Ain't nothing wrong with having a passion.
Yeah. Sorry
So
for
we're coming up on the. You're good. We're coming up on the toward the end. I just have a couple more topics. I don't know. I know Lady and I got to try the PUBG test servers, and I just wanted to talk about what you thought about the test servers, what they need to improve.
They need to improve on linking up first before anything, because it took us maybe 10 minutes to link up. I had to restart my game like 3 times in order for me to link up with LBOOGIE when we played last night. The map in itself is not. It's a challenge. Well, it's a challenging map for me, because the first map you had all that grass, some trees, those bushes, all those extra things that can be able to help you in your hiding and your stealth in PUBG. But now they got no grass, man. They got no grass. It's nothing but straight desert. The ammo is, and the items that you usually get when you drop down on the last map, it was easier to get loot. On this map, it was hard. I mean,
is this map smaller?
It looks smaller to me.
I don't know.
I think it's about the same. It might be slightly smaller, but not like, leaps and bounds smaller. And then I was surprised with that. It was. You remember how PUBG was when it first came out? Mm-hmm. All those bugs that were in PUBG when it first came out are in this one. So it's like, how did you not? When you put out the test server, I figured you would at least be already where the regular PUBG map is. Like, why are we starting over from zero? Yeah. And then I'm still frustrated with the fact that PC is getting all the greatness with this game, and we're still twiddling our thumbs on console, because they have so many skins, different clothes options, different challenges already happening on PC, all the things we're asking for. And then they put out this test server, and it's like, you're not even where you are with the other map. So now we got to wait for you to do all that same shit again on this map. I'm not looking forward to that. You should at least be where you were with the other map when you put out this one. Wow. Like the car damage is like, it's hard to take down cars again.
Oh my God, man. We were playing last night, and this car just ran all over us.
Cars are like tanks again. And then there's not a lot of health packs being distributed throughout the map. It's hard for you to find health in general. I don't know if that's a challenge that they're trying to incorporate into that map. But yeah, you kind of see the same stuff over and over again. Same type of weapons, not a lot of variety. Which there are different weapons in this map than there were in the original map, but it's still, I don't know. They got some work to do.
I don't know. I guess I'll kind of wait till they optimize it, because if they were going backwards on the updates, then that's kind of messed up. Especially since consoles get everything last. That's not a good look.
Yeah. Well, well, you know me. I got the game, and I can't wait when the map fully comes out, and hopefully that it gets better with time. But we just gonna have to wait and see. I don't like if they give us a million BP points and we can't even keep it. I don't appreciate that. Mm-hmm. How you gonna give us a million battle points and not let us keep it? Oh my goodness. I was like, I'm ready to deck my little pussy out. But no.
Well, because you guys just testing it, right? It's not official.
Yeah. Then why give us BP? Then why give us battle points? Then?
They want you to see what's up.
I think it was just like one of those things that it was easier to just leave it in than it would be for them to take it out for the test server, you know?
Yeah.
Because they still had, like, they had leaderboards and stuff there, but if you click on it, like, it says no data for this, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's probably just easier to leave those battle points there than to take them out and then have to put them back later.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but enough of that. So one of the last topics is, did you guys see the upcoming games that are coming into Game Pass and Games with Gold? Obviously, we're getting 2 big releases into Game Pass. State of Decay
2
and 2, yeah, State of Decay 2, and then what was the other one? Another big game. Well, not like really big game, but State of Decay 2, Homefront, Overcooked, Sonic and Knuckles, The Escapist, Soccer, Laser Eagle. Don't know what that is, but so I guess State of Decay 2 is the biggest one.
Yeah,
but State of Decay 2 definitely.
Can't wait for that one.
So yeah, 4-player co-op, all that good stuff. It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully that'll be a Grown Women game night game. It'll be awesome.
Of course it is.
Yeah, as long as you can stay up, you know. I know that.
Oh yeah, you know I'll be like dead tired by the time we start. But
yeah, I know you old people get tired at 6 p.m.
She said old. She said old.
Old. No. I'm gonna twitch it now. Okay, girl, you pressing some buttons now.
I already knew. I already knew. I'd be like, what?
No, man. But yes, I can't wait. That's gonna be great. I'm gonna have to, like, if we do a game night for that, I'm gonna have to like really plan that out and say, okay, we'll work half a day and then get some sleep and then jump.
You gonna work half a day? Half a day? Oh my God.
Okay, if anybody at my job listens to this podcast, please disregard the last 2 seconds.
You better than Chareece. Chareece be watching me at work. She come into the stream. I'm like, you supposed to be working. But what was I gonna say? We can definitely do State of Decay. It comes out on May 22nd.
Yes.
So make sure that's your half day.
May 22nd.
Make sure I put it on the calendar. I got it. I'm gonna put it right now.
What day is that? Friday?
Oh, let me see. Hold on.
It's usually a Tuesday, isn't it?
It's a Tuesday. Yeah, it's a Tuesday. Yeah. I could probably come pull that. Might not be too bad. So game night will likely be the 25th.
Right. So game night will be the 25th. So that would be the day that you would need to take your half day.
All right.
All right. Put in your calendar. Now.
I'm gonna pencil it in because so I got to keep them bills paid. I'm gonna pencil it in.
Girl, as you get older, you got to learn how to pencil everything in. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
And then just to get a little Nintendo talk in here, because we don't really talk about a lot of Nintendo stuff, I did purchase Nintendo Labo for my kiddo. And didn't mean to rhyme there, but she's currently in the living room now watching the videos that it comes with to make her little creations. So
it keeps her occupied, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, for right now.
Said, oh yeah.
For right now, it's keeping her occupied because she loves to build stuff. So right now, it's like Legos for her. And the only thing is that it's cardboard, and this crap isn't going to hold up. And that's what sucks about it. It's like it's a great idea. However, what happens when somebody spills something on this, or somebody accidentally sits on this or steps on this?
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. And then I gotta buy a brand new box again, another $79 box, which comes with the game, which I don't need the game again.
For some cardboard? Oh no,
yes.
sir.
Well, it comes with a variety pack.
No, ma'am.
The variety pack comes with I think 8 or 9 different creations. in there. So the robot one is like $69, but all it is like the robot one.
Oh wow, that's a lot of money for some cardboard.
That's a grip.
But like the one I got was a variety pack. It comes with like a little robot. I mean, not a little, like, well, like this little thing you put on it so that you can like you put the controllers on it and then you're able to move. So then you're able to make like little mazes for the kids to like have to make the little thing move through. And then there's a piano. There's some little house thing. I don't know what you do with it. And 4 or 5 more things for her to do with it. So it is cool. It's a great idea, I think, and very interactive. But the long game for this, I think, wasn't very thought out. Or it's just going to be a money pit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But yeah, I thought about the same thing. I was like, yo, trace out all this cardboard. But when I got it, it's literally like each item is at least 4 to 10 slats of cardboard. So it's like, where am I tracing out? I'm not doing that. I don't have time.
You was ready to trace that, so I know you was talking about tracing the cardboard.
Yeah, but I don't have time to be tracing all that shit.
Yeah,
nobody's doing all that. Yeah. So I don't know. Cool for right now, but it's more of a one and done. And I'm not gonna keep buying cardboard. Once the shit breaks, that's it. We're done.
Oh shit. It's a wrap.
It's $80. I don't blame her. No way. Crazy.
Right. Like we're not gonna keep buying cardboard. But Nintendo needs to speak on that. They real quiet.
Yeah, because you should be able to print your own. If you got cardboard around the house, you should be
something. They need to have something, but like they haven't talked about any replaceable parts or anything for this. So
Rain G4 said they will DLC is coming.
But you gotta, how much do you think it's costing them to make these? It's gotta be cheap for them. They just
less than a third. Probably less than a third.
It's calling them probably $20 a pop to make them things.
Yep.
And they charge $80 for it. That's insane to me.
Oh yeah. It probably cost them $5 probably it cost to make all that cardboard.
Need to figure out how to put that bad boy on was it Etsy? And that's the website where people do crafts and stuff. Yeah, that bad boy on Etsy and undercut Nintendo because man, I can sell it for $30 and make a grip.
Right.
You know.
You gotta have one of those special printers though, right? To like cut that cardboard like that.
You gotta go to Kinko's or whatever.
I'm going to Kinko's with the Labo, and I want you to do exactly what this cardboard looks like.
Right.
Give me 10 of those.
Yep. If I had a place near me, believe me, I'd have it.
Mm-hmm.
Or when Boredom said it's a 3D printer.
All right, y'all. We're at the time of the show where we'd like to take some questions. So if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat. And, we're happy to answer.
Rain G4 said, "Why is the state decaying?" That's what was his question.
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't understand that. What do you mean? Why is the state in decay? I think he was just trying to be funny.
Oh well, the zombies. Oh, that answered the question.
Wait,
I think he was saying that to be funny.
You just trying to be funny? It wasn't a legit question. Oh man.
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh come on.
I don't see any other questions up here though.
So why?
Yeah, come on, y'all. Fozzie, you had all kind of questions earlier. What's your questions?
Let's scroll up. Let me see if we can find some. Good lord. I put it in the chat earlier too. I'm like, if you got questions, post them now. I don't think anybody read what I posted, but it's cool.
I'm looking. There was a question about solicitation and on Xbox. If I can find it.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, that's because you have the social media aspect now on Xbox. And I know I was getting a bunch of, like trying to get you to go on to the porn sites and stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't know how that happened because I never used to get those type of messages.
Well, I think like I said, the social media aspect that they brought in added all that crap.
What is state of decay's prediction sales? Ooh, that's a good question. When Boredom sets in. He said, "What are the predictions in sales for sales? What's your prediction?"
Ooh, predictions for sales for Sea of Thieves.
No, State of
Decay.
Ooh, I think State of Decay is gonna do well. Well, it depends on how Microsoft market the game because I I mean, I heard there's not going to be a TV spot, and they're not really doing too much in regards to that. Like, I feel like TV is still a huge market they should tap into.
And it's still a $29 game.
Right now, the price point I think is on point. I think the price point is great. I just worry, like I said, I worry about the marketing end of it. I feel like the game looks like it's going to be good. Gameplay looks fun from every trailer that I've seen. I like that, they got different characters and stuff like that. I think it's cool. I just hope that Microsoft puts some money behind it, because otherwise it's going to get old quick, because now it's competing with Detroit Become Human, and then you got E3 right around the corner in June, and then, you got July, and then you got Tomb Raider in September. Like, it can get overshadowed quickly. So they need to put some money behind the game.
Okay, I got another question from Rain G4. He said, will Microsoft tribute E3 2018 to Xbox Addict? They should.
I think they're going to do something.
I think they're going to do something too. Yeah. Because I don't know if anyone saw, they did do a stream yesterday on Sea of Thieves, and you can actually go into Sea of Thieves, and they changed his little
spot. Yeah, he had in there.
Spot, because it would be kind of crappy if they left his spot as a dead skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
But they redid his spot and put candles and stuff there. So I think that's pretty cool. I mean, how many people are in a video game? So
right. He's already.
I mean, it's that big of a part of the community that he's in a video game, and we wouldn't even have the controllers and stuff that we have if it wasn't for him.
Right. Because they did it for, you're right. You're
and that gold shirt and stuff, like him, he worked with Xbox Pope to design that,
Mm-hmm.
So anyone who says that he wasn't a big part of the community, you're not part of the community.
Right. They don't understand. So
yeah. Like, you couldn't be a part of the community and not know him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. We'll see. I think that it's cool, and they probably will say or do something at E3 for him, because I know that he would have been there.
Mm-hmm. A question from When Boredom Sets In is the region you live in is gamer friendly? Do they have meetups, and do you feel part of the community in your city? That's a good question.
No.
That's a very good question. For my city, I'm in Atlanta. There is a couple of fighting game community FGC crews out here, and they also, like, they have a arena type gaming thing here. But I don't participate in those. Man, my day is all throughout the week. My time is filled up usually. These ladies can tell you it's hard to get a hold of me sometimes during the week. And on the weekend, I'm doing much as I can, or doing house stuff and laundry, being a wife, things like that. So it's like,
wait, you're married?
Yes. That's why I don't want to see me in game codes, man. You already said it. I guess it's true. Whatever. But no, I mean, they're like I said, there are a couple here, but I don't participate though. I don't have time to participate in them, unfortunately. It'd be great though if they did things more on the weekend, but it's crazy because I am a member of the GGDC, which is GGDA, which is the Georgia Game Developer Association, and so but they have their meetings on Tuesdays, and I can't make that sometimes. You know what I mean? It's just hard. So they do have a strong developer community around here. And of course we got a couple of game developers in the area too, so it helps. But it's so yeah, that's why I look forward to things like E3 and stuff like that, because then you get to really interact with people that you've been talking with all year long. So
yeah, with me, I stay in San Francisco, California, which is very gamer friendly. You got the Bay Area, got like a hub of game studios and companies. Ubisoft, Microsoft, Sony, Twitch, Mixer, IGN, all this stuff is in here. So when they usually do their events, they'll hit up San Francisco first. And I try to catch up as much as possible when I can. But I still got a life. I still got to pay my bills. I still got to do my videos. But if someone sends my way like some invites to go to these events, I would go. Do I feel like it's a part of a community in the city? No. And I want to change that. There are gamers in the city, but they're so far and few between. And especially female of color like me. I ain't seen nobody in the city like doing it, like in the city of San Francisco, doing it like I do. And I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
I know that here I use Meetup. I don't know if you guys ever use that app, Meetup.
Yeah, Meetup.
But we have some gaming groups, and most of them are like board gaming groups, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
yeah, and then if they're not board gaming groups, they're Nintendo Smash Brothers or whatever. So I don't know. Maybe I need to start my own group.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Now the groups. You're right. The groups that are here they're board games, and they're like I said, FGC, and there's nothing like surrounding first person shooters and things like that.
Right.
So yeah, I know that this supposedly there's going to be adding a arena here, like a esports arena, to Atlanta. So we'll see. So I'm excited about that. If that comes, I'm definitely gonna try to check out some events there if they do it. But yeah, I mean, as far as women and stuff like that, it's hard. That's always hard to find other women with the same like mind, or who has that same affinity towards gaming. Because it just changes. It's like every year it changes. I think it's getting a little bit more apparent though, because of the fact that these kids that's growing up now grew up in the gaming generation where it's like that's all they know. They know Nintendo. They know all the platforms, but they started like later on in the life cycle of gaming. So, yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I feel like it's gonna change in the next few years, but we'll see.
Okay, we have one more question. It's from Kadirian Hardy Fozzie. He says, "What about girls going into Xbox Club sniping viewers?" That ain't my problem.
Sniping what?
Sniping viewers.
Sniping viewers?
Yeah, I don't even know about that.
What does he mean by that? Okay, I mean, I don't understand the...
Yeah, I don't get what you mean by that.
Oh, trying to find a girl who games.
Oh, and when Xbox viewers go in there trying to find a girl who games? Is that what you're trying to say?
Because I get a couple of messages like, "Hey, are you a girl? Do you like to game? Would you like to game with me?" I think that's what he's...
I get that too. I try to be, when I get that, sometimes I used to ignore it. Like, man, okay, whatever. I used to ignore it, but then I start asking a question back. I'm like, did you hear about me through the podcast? Or did you, you know what I mean? I try to see where this person's coming from because of the fact that I don't want to just automatically assume that everybody's a weirdo. You know what I mean? I don't want nobody to think that about me. I think they legit just want another perspective. So I try to give them the other perspective that not all girl gamers are the same. You know what I mean? Not all black females are the same. So it's like, I try to approach it in a different light. And now I used to be like, man, bump this. I don't know who this stalker is. Whatever. I'm out. You know what I mean? But like I said, I try to approach it differently now. But hope that answers the question.
Right.
Yeah, that's the best way to answer that question, to be honest with you.
You see when boredom sets in? He said your voice sounds delicious. Who says that?
I never heard that, but you know what? If I hear another person's voice like that, I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna take your line, boredom. I'm gonna be like, your voice sounds delicious.
Right. That's
right. I'm quite sure there are people who do that, who hit on people, in the video chat or in the chat and whatnot, but
yeah.
Weirdos. That's funny. All right, well, let's go ahead and do our closeouts. Start with Lady this time.
Well, me, man. I'm happy that you guys stopped by this morning and mess with us while we talk about games and such. You can check me out at Lady_Infamous30. At all things Lady Infamous, all things Wrong Women Gaming. We have our first panel next week. Matter of fact.
Yep.
OkiCon. I hope I said that. Yeah. OkiCon. And I would love when you guys we're doing a live panel there. I hope you guys can stop by and show us love like you do every week. And we got our first panel. I'm very excited. Also, immediately after Grown Women Gaming Podcast, I'm going to do a live video on the things that you have to do in order for the giveaway that I'm doing because I hit 1,000 subscribers. So that's the video that you're going to have to interact with, because that's the video I'm going to pull out the winners. There are going to be a few rounds. So if I pick you first and you don't claim, I'm going to the next person. And I'm going to play for funsies on Mixer tonight. Either Call of Duty, and it was another game. I forgot. Maybe Rainbow Six Siege or Overwatch. But just hit us up, and thank y'all for coming by.
Yeah. Did you see Fozzie's response? He said, say it in Spanish.
No, I already told him what he needed to do. Say it in Spanish. You got to pay $2.99 to my PayPal link. And I'll call you on the phone, and I'll give you 2 minutes of this ghetto-ass Spanish. I give you Spanish for free.
Oh gosh, let me go ahead and close out. So yeah, you guys know this is Delilah_HD on Twitter. You also know you can follow me there, and also on YouTube. I'm definitely doing something different coming up soon. I alluded to it a little bit on this podcast, but thanks everyone who's already following me already. I do appreciate it, and thank you for rocking out with us. And we'll catch you guys next week.
All right, and I am LBOOGIE0208. You can find me on Twitter, on Mixer as LBOOGIE0208. I'm typically streaming every weekday at 10 a.m. on Mixer, but I'm also currently doing a giveaway on Twitter, trying to get those followers up and try to get people to follow me on Mixer. So if you get a message after you follow, that's just to ask if you'd kindly follow me on Mixer as well. I can't find an engine that allows me to do a giveaway linked to Mixer just yet. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
I know your bar uses a different one. I can't remember what he uses, but there's one that's associated with Mixer that works really well. It's a bot or something. So
right. Okay, cool. But yeah, so thank you for stopping by and listening to us rant about video games. We love you guys, and see you next week.
I'll see y'all next week, loves. Peace.